All right, everybody, welcome back to Guber Talks. My name is Justin, or El Jefe.
I'm Gavin.
Just Gavin. Well, welcome back. This is episode 9?
I think so. That's what I titled it. So.
Oh, cool. Episode 9. We're almost to the double digis. So, welcome back.
Thanks.
What's new, Gavin?
Nothing much. Might as well talk. Yesterday I talked to you a little bit about it, but I went and got a PS4 Pro.
Ooh,
that's pretty exciting.
All right, what's going on with the Pro? Would you sell anything?
Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna drink my coffee while you do this.
Yeah. So I know we complain about GameStop a lot, but I figured I might as well take advantage of their existing stores
for another couple months.
Yeah, another few months. Yeah. So I had a PS4 Slim, like the newer version of the regular one. I had that. I traded that in, and they have a deal going on where you get an extra, I think it was $45 for a console, and then for Switch games, you get an extra $5 on top of what they already are. So I traded in like Zelda and Super Mario Odyssey, as well as my PlayStation.
I forgot you traded those two.
Yeah, so I got.
Breaks my heart.
Yeah, well,
if you don't play them, you know what I mean.
See, with Super Mario Odyssey, like that's like probably my favorite game on the Switch. But I've played it through completely twice, and I'm like, if that's something where I'm ever really, really wanting to play it again, I can always just buy it again. But I haven't played it in months, so I'm like, it's just sitting on a shelf now. I traded in Zelda. I didn't finish that, but that's one I've never been super into the Zelda games. But I did take the cover art out of the case before I returned it, so I have that. But yeah,
I forgot what's the cover art in the.
It's basically just like a little artistic painting or whatever of Link climbing up like a mountain.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about it. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, go on the Pro. I'll talk about Zelda in just a few seconds. I have some thoughts. Yeah, so I traded those two games, the PlayStation Slim, and I got a PS4 Pro for $120 or $130 after tax and all that. So I'm like, that's a pretty good deal. They go for about $400.
Right? Yeah, I think
$350.
I think starting is $350 if you just get the base. If you get like the ones like the Spider-Man one or something like that, that's more.
Which right now they're having a PlayStation sale until tomorrow, the 17th.
Yeah.
Which probably when we post this, it will be over.
It'll probably be over, yeah.
So you've had a week or two. So if you're missing out,
if you have PlayStation Plus right now, you can get Borderlands Collection or the Handsome Collection, which is Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel. I don't know why they didn't include the first one. But I was
a dumbass and I bought it.
Oh no!
But it was $15 at Best Buy.
That's not bad.
I think it was like 2 months ago. Yeah. So it's been a while.
Did you get the Handsome one or did you get like the full collection?
The Handsome.
Oh, okay.
Which came with
you goofed
2 and the pre-sequel.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why they should have had the first one. And then out of nowhere they're like, oh, we're releasing the first one separately.
Yeah,
I'm like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. Especially because there are collections with all of them in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Handsome Jack collection is something separate or if that's what I always just called the Handsome collection because it's Handsome Jack.
Hold
is like
on.
the main
it might be different.
Yeah, I thought it was, but
whatever 2 and the pre-sequel is, that's what I have.
Yeah, that's just
free
Handsome
right now.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's the free one. So I downloaded that, and it'll be funny because once I start Borderlands 2, it'll be my 4th version of the game playing it because I played it on 360. I have it on PC. I have the VR, and then now PlayStation 4.
I've only played it on 360, and I played the shit out of that game.
I think
I played it with 2 different characters. I think the first time, I can't remember if I played it. I know I did the Necromancer, or the Mechromancer, I should say, the second time. Who was
DLC
the DLC
one?
character.
Yeah.
She was the best one because she was OP as hell.
Yeah, she's fun.
I think actually our first podcast or our second podcast, I don't know which one, but I talked about playing Borderlands 2 because I just got that.
Oh, really?
So how long ago that was, that's when I actually got it. So
yeah, that was probably 2.5 months ago.
Which made me upset because I saw that it was free and I was like, well, that was not like a waste of money because it was only $15.
Yeah.
But still, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. And you can never know. Like, it would be nice. I get why they don't, but it would be nice if they announce like a schedule for these free stuff.
Yeah, but you get the point of it because then some people are like, oh, I don't need it then if I don't use it. If I'm not gonna get the games like 3 months from now. There's nothing I want.
Exactly. Because then people will probably also join and cancel their subscription month by month. You know, and just to get the free games because. I don't know how much a month of PlayStation Plus is, but it's probably like 15, maybe
7 or 8.
Oh, really? Just for 1 month?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's definitely worth it.
$60 a year if you buy like the package.
Oh, okay.
And then it's like 7 or 8 a month because then it's more expensive if you just do monthly.
Oh, okay.
Right now they have it. You can get a whole year for $40.
That's nice.
And I think
that's what I did like a month ago.
Mine
2 months
renews this month, I think, and I think I might jump on that. It's like $20.
Yeah. Might as well. Have you ever used PlayStation, or was it Play Now?
Play Now?
The streaming one?
I know they had some deals on it lately. It's like 40 to 60 or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. I haven't tried it. It's because there's a 7-day free trial that I want to try. Mm-hmm. I was going to do that last night, but you have to enter a credit card, and I was too lazy to do that.
Don't forget to cancel it.
No, exactly.
Because your boy, it'll charge you. I did the View, whatever it is.
Yeah, the
PlayStation View for a week. And then literally, like, the minute it like went past the week, it charged me. Yep. So I had to call PlayStation. I'm like, I don't want this. I don't want this. And they're like, okay.
Yeah.
So they refunded me, but I was like, ugh.
That's super annoying.
Because I think that hit and my year subscription hit at the same time. And I was like, why the fuck is there $180, like $160 charge from PlayStation? Or how much it was. But
that's annoying.
But yeah, you like it, the Pro so far?
So far, yeah. I've only played God of War with it, but it's definitely way faster. And it ups the game because I don't have a 4K TV right now. I plan to get one in the future. But it even without the 4K, I think it's worth it because it upped God of War to 60 frames a second, and then there's like a thing called boost mode that I haven't tried it out yet, but it takes like older games that aren't PS4 Pro enhanced and basically makes them enhanced. But I guess with some older games, it causes weird issues or something. I don't know. I haven't experienced anything like that, but yeah, that'll be good.
I want to get one at some point this year. I think this is the year I'm like, okay, I need to get one because I don't think the PlayStation 5 is coming out next year, and I want something a little bit faster.
Yeah. If the 5 came out next year, it would be very late in the year, and I would be surprised.
Same. I could see it launching in 2021, like spring.
I could see that.
So.
Are you gonna buy it right away when it comes out?
I don't know. Here's the thing. The last 2 consoles I got like day one. The PlayStation 4 I bought like a week or 2 after I think it came out because like my friend in college had one. Yeah. And he just bought it, and the semester just started. And then we were at Walmart one day, and it was just there, and I was like, fuck. So I picked it up. And then it turned out that my first PlayStation 4 was not working well. It's something with the reader. Where it would not read anything, even if I put the disc in. So I spent all this money on a PlayStation 4, and it was broken. So I had to send it. I think I returned it to Walmart, and I think they had to ship me something new or something like that. But it took a while. But I was a little pissed off because of that. And then Nintendo Switch, I bought literally day one. Yeah. I didn't pre-order it. It was probably the most crazy day ever. Me and Tali. It was when I was in California, so she drove me all over the place just to find one, and then we went to a Target and they had a bunch, and I was like,
nice.
Signed up for a Target credit card that day because I didn't want to spend money, so I was like, give it to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever bought a console day one, and with the PS5, I know. Yeah. Assuming I'm safely assuming I'm going to get PlayStation, whatever it is, unless Microsoft comes out and has like a phenomenal console or something that does like a ton of stuff. But
I can't be sold on it. I don't know. Microsoft is just.
They don't have any, like, the reason I like PlayStation is
generic to me.
Yeah. But go on. The reason I like PlayStation, well, plus now, I think all, first party games that are releasing on Xbox or what's like console specific, what's that called? Exclusives, yeah. I think all of those are also releasing on Windows now, like, so PC. So it's like, for me, there's no reason to get an Xbox if that's the reason, because I do like PlayStation's first party. Like, I like Spider-Man and, God of War and all that stuff. So it's like, that's why I stick with them.
Last of Us.
Yeah, Last of Us, when the second one comes out. But yeah, I've never bought a console on day one. I don't intend to on this one. I probably, because usually whenever I get a console, it's like the second iteration of it. So like I had the PS4 Slim. I'd never had the original one. Yeah. Like my Xbox 360 is the black one. It's not the original like big bulky white one or whatever. Yeah. And like even the PlayStation 2, I had that little skinny one.
The Slim. Was it called the Slim again?
It very well may have been. Yeah. But it's like because it's like that gives them, for me at least, it gives them time to kind of fix all the issues out. Yeah. And then they, for whatever reason, it's always the same console, just smaller. It's like, I don't know why they just don't do that in the first place, unless, I mean, I know why, so they can sell more and all that. I didn't do that, obviously, with the Switch, because I don't have a second iteration, but I did wait, I think, 7 months after it released to get one.
I was very, like, ballsy, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I have faith in this one. Because I was one of the dumbasses that got a Wii U. Oh. And I was, like, one of the 10 people that owned a Wii U in this world, and I never owned a Wii, though.
Oh, really?
Yep. And I was never really impressed with like an actual, not handheld. Handheld, I think Nintendo's been pretty consistent.
Yeah, I mean, because PlayStation tried with the PSP and the Vita,
but like the big boy console wise with Nintendo, I haven't had like a good system since like the GameCube. I loved the GameCube, still do. But I never had a Wii. My brother had a Wii, and everyone else I knew had a Wii, so there was no point.
Yeah,
and it was okay. I don't know. I mostly went to like friends' house, like Bundy. Bundy had one, so we'd always mess with his Wii. But
I had a Wii, but I don't think I ever actually like played games on it.
Yeah,
like I used it as like YouTube and like a web browser.
Yep.
But like I had Smash Bros and Mario Kart, but I think total I probably played like 10 hours of those. I played a lot of like the Wii Sports, like the game that came with it.
It was fun.
I played like that all the time, you know, the basketball and baseball and stuff like that. Or not basketball, the boxing. So like I did that stuff, but yeah, it's like I never really played the Wii. I still have it. It's just sitting on a shelf unplugged, like all the cables are wrapped up.
Well, good for you. Just Dance 2020, is it 2020? Is coming out on the Wii. Did you hear about that?
I did. That's I didn't believe
crazy.
It.
Like that's a lot.
Like,
that's
why?
a lie.
Yeah, why? Like why? Like there's no.
Because they know they could sell, and people. Still have
I guess
Wiis.
yeah. But it's like I honestly thought they just stopped all production for that stuff. It's never. Nintendo though. They always do something weird.
Yeah. But I had faith with the Nintendo Switch, and I'm very glad it's still working fine.
Yeah.
I realized that there are some games on the Switch I have not played much of. Like I've been playing a little bit of Let's Go the other day, and I was like, I had like 3 gym badges, and that's it.
Oh really?
I haven't beat the game. That, and I didn't do any of like the Smash storyline stuff. I've just been playing, whatever it is, just like the classic mode.
Yeah.
But like the 2 games I played the most were Odyssey and Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Which Breath of the Wild was like the perfect launch game, honestly, because that game is fan-fucking-tastic, in my opinion.
It was fun, and it looked really, really good. It's just, it was one of those.
It's a lot.
It's so like I'm a fan of open world, but it's so open.
Yeah.
And like something about his movement speed just made me mad. Like he's too slow. It's like I wanted to go faster, but like I see a mountain, I'm like I'm gonna go over that mountain sometime in the next year.
It's great though, and it's great for like Zelda fans.
Oh yeah,
it's
definitely.
Like essentially made for them, and I feel like a lot of just casual players. But I remember when that came out, and I was still in California when like I said, when I got the Switch. So I was just when I had free time, I'd just been playing that, and it was a pretty great experience because I didn't like my living situation in California. It was so.
The Switch. The Switch is one where I try to play as much of the games that I buy as possible, just because. Well, actually. That's pretty much now with all games I buy, just because they're so expensive. Yeah. I try to make sure if I buy it, I play like the full thing. Like with like I'm playing God of War right now, and I'm doing all like the side story quests and stuff like that. Like in between all the story, it's like same with Spider-Man. Like I did absolutely everything in that because of like I'm paying this money, I want to spend the time in it
doing it. Yeah.
And Switch is definitely one where because I only own like 3 full games for it, that all the games I've bought. I think I've put a lot of time into it. Yeah. Like even Mario Kart. Like I think I've put 60 something hours into that.
Yeah.
And then Odyssey.
I've unlocked everything in Mario Kart because I think that was my second game I bought for the Switch.
Yeah.
Because it came out not too long after Breath of the Wild, and then it wasn't until I came home that I bought more Switch games. I have Splatoon 2, and I think I played like an hour or 2 of that.
Yeah.
Because it's the same as Splatoon 1. They did nothing different, and I have a lot of issues with Splatoon. I don't know if you've ever played it, but. Nope. It could be so much better, and they just kind of half-assed it, in my opinion. But there are like a couple of games like Mario Aces. I
hated that so much.
Really?
Yeah. Oh God, I bought that at GameStop and then sold it to Bundy like 2 weeks later.
That. Yeah,
because the 2-player was fun.
Yeah,
as long as you have like a good connection with the person.
Yeah,
but the story mode just aggravated me to no end.
I don't think I'm almost to the end of it, if I remember correctly. There are some like stupid ass like challenges stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, this is awful.
That stupid pirate ship, man.
Yeah,
is the worst because it's got the pole right down the center.
Yeah, it's frustrating. But like when Tali and I would just be playing, like just the 2 of us, it was really fun. I enjoyed that stuff.
Yeah,
and that's what I want from Mario, but. Like, it can only go so far, especially if I'm spending $60 on a game. Yeah. Like, there's only so much I can do in that game. So that one, and then Mario Party. I think that's like my 3rd most played game.
I still have yet to play that on the Switch.
What?
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Because I never bought it.
Okay, here's the thing. It has the potential to be like one of the best Mario parties. The only issue is there's only like 3 boards.
That's what I've heard.
Awful because like there could be. It's like just give me some DLC. I'll pay money. I'll pay $10 if you just want to give me more boards. But like there could be so much more with it, and that's the most disappointing thing because it is very fun. Like if we have our friends Tom and Mackenzie come visit, we'll just play a game of Mario Party and it's a good time. But it gets so repetitive with the same boards over and over again. But
are there a lot of mini games or?
There's a good amount. Okay. There's a lot.
So at least that keeps it a little
fresh. And there's like other game modes that are not with like the classic game that you can play that are actually pretty fun, and they have different different mini games. So if you put your time into it and play it as much as you can, then it's fun. So.
I have a pretty big backlog of games that it's like I always tell myself, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish this game and then go play this one. But then like something new will come out, or I'll be like, I want to play this one instead. Same. And it's like I'll do that because like just today I turned on my computer and I just went onto Steam just to see what my library was like, and I have Dishonored 2 that I have like 5 or 6 hours in, and it's like it's a fun game, so I want to continue it. But then
is that Bethesda as well?
I think so. Yeah. And so I was like just about to play that. I was like going to plug in a controller, but then I'm like, but I just bought this PS4 and like I want to play God of War. So then I just like switched over and started playing that again. And like once I'm done with this, then I'll play that. But then I was like looking into it, I'm like, I have a lot of this game left. Like it's going to be a while.
I have quite a bit of backlog. I think the most like games I have to go through are my Switch because
really?
I got Guacamelee.
Okay.
That was like $15 or $12 one day, so I picked it up, started playing it. It was actually really fun.
Is that little like not side scroller but 2D?
It's a 2D platformer with. Oh, is it 2D? It is 2D, but it's like a fun animation kind of thing. But also with 2D platformers, I also got Hollow Knight because that's like fun. How much? It was like $10 or something.
Yeah, that one's pretty cheap.
That was cheap again. I was like, I've heard great things about it. So I picked that up recently. Again, I have to beat Pokemon. We have Cuphead still, which I'm just kind of waiting for us. That's just for the Let's Play.
Yeah.
But which I didn't beat Cuphead on the 360 or the Xbox when I had it.
Okay.
I only got to like towards the end. There's like 2 levels I had left, so I want to beat that at some point. And then I have to beat God of War still. I finally beat all the Spider-Man stuff.
Oh yeah.
So all the DLC that's done. Besides, I need to play
New Game
Plus.
New Game
Plus.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I have to do that still. But I've God of War. I picked up Elder Scrolls, which is not like a game I have to beat by any means because it's just an online MMO, which is pretty fun. And then obviously I picked up Fallout 76, which I'll talk about that later. So, but yes, there's a lot of games I had to go through, and I feel like I had so much because like there's more games coming out.
Yeah,
like I want to get Ultimate Alliance. I want to get that for the Switch.
Yeah,
which I know we talked about a series of some sort for our videos, but like a group thing, which I'll say what it is later. But like, I think we should do that for like a Let's Play soon.
Yeah.
Do that. Maybe a Mario Party.
I'd be up for that.
Kind of thing. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, that's kind of like that'd be like a dedicated one where you gotta get everyone together.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that's the trouble of just getting like, I guess like other people to come over and do it.
Mario Party just us wouldn't be super fun.
You can play computers, but it's not as entertaining.
No, I can't get mad at computers.
You can. Mario Party will switch that around, but they have that game coming out, and then I kind of want to pick up Mario Maker, which comes out next week.
Okay.
Maybe do a couple of videos about that because that's just it's fun. It's fun stuff. So, long story short, there's a lot of shit I have to play, and there's a lot of shit coming forward. So, here's to the future.
Yeah, but I don't remember the name of it now. It was on the Switch. It's just like a little indie kind of side scroller platformer thing, and it looked pretty cool. I got it for like $7 or something. But then I also bought Stardew Valley at the same time.
Have you guys started playing that yet?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's fun. It's definitely more fun with other people than by yourself, but it's definitely like it's playable either way.
Yeah.
You can totally do it by yourself. The annoying but funny thing is, depending on who you're playing with, is that everyone on the same farm shares money. So it's like it's just a big pot of money.
Great.
Yeah. So it's like in Stardew Valley there are like days, like events in the town.
Yeah.
One of the first ones is a thing called the Egg Festival. It's basically just like Easter, like an Easter egg hunt. But you go there and you can talk to this dude at a vendor station, little thing, and he'll sell you just like seeds, like, cause it's like a farmer.
Yeah.
But he also has this pink bunny, this little fluffy bunny that's like $2,000 or something.
What? Why?
And just because it's there. And it's like I walked in there and Briley was there too, and we were just clicking stuff, and I accidentally clicked that bunny, and I spent all our money on this bunny. It's like it's totally useless. So
it's just kind of like
it's just an ornament. Yeah,
cool.
So I just went to the farm, just put it on the ground, and that's where it sits. And like I hit it, and the worst part was I didn't even realize I did it at first.
Yeah.
Because we were like just talking, and I was just clicking through things. I was walking around, and I noticed we had like $56 left. I'm like, what is going on? So I checked my inventory. I'm like, oh no. That's where it went.
So is it run pretty smoothly with like, other people obviously, or is this kind of like glitchy or anything like issues?
It's not glitchy. I have noticed a little bit of lag here and there, but nothing that's prevented me from doing anything. Yeah. Like it's I haven't played Minecraft in a long time, but I know if you're running on someone else's like computer and not like a server, every once in a while, like you'll get to a point where you just can't move because like something didn't load right, so you're just stuck there in place. This game doesn't have that I've noticed. I don't think it runs on a server. I think it's still like because Briley's the host or whatever. I think we're just running off his connection. But every once in a while, like I'll be chopping down a tree or something, and they'll just kind of like do that thing where for 2 frames, I jump to a different location or something. But other than that, it's been fine. Good. And the game itself runs pretty smooth. I've never had any issues.
I was tempted to look at that, but again, I've so many DM games, and I'm like, I shouldn't.
Yeah. It was one of those. I saw like a Reddit thread or something that was like, I think the title of it was "Which game surprised you the most" or something. And Stardew Valley was like one of the top ones people were mentioning. And
I've heard great things.
Yeah, and it was on sale for like I think 15 or 12, something like that. Yeah, so I picked it up, and it's been fun.
There's been a lot of good deals lately. That and so I picked up Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Because I've been playing Elder Scrolls, and then I watched the Bethesda thing, and I was like, well, if it's ever, and I think I said this last week, but I was like, if it's like $10 or $15, I'll pick it up because it's cheap. I love Fallout, and I'm very glad I didn't initially bought it last year because that was like $80.
It didn't do well.
Missed out on exactly. It was pretty poopy. But I picked it up because I wanted to try the Battle Royale and just to see how it worked.
How was that?
So first off, it's actually running very smoothly.
That's good.
It runs smoother than Elder Scrolls, which is just surprising. But again, I think I said this in the group chat. Like Elder Scrolls has thousands of people in it.
Yeah.
Whereas Fallout has different servers, but like there's not as many people in there. So I guess that makes sense.
What's the size of a full Royale?
So the Royale. So I was referring to mostly just
the game itself,
the survival regular game mode. Because then they have, I forgot what it's called. It's like Adventure or something like that. But Battle Royale, I think there's 52, if I'm correct.
Okay.
There's teams of 4. So whatever math that equals up, I think it says like 52 or something like that. Yeah. That's actually runs very smoothly, which is surprising.
That's good.
I haven't had any glitches or any like bugs whatsoever with that. It's pretty difficult because there's a lot of people that are used to it, so like they can just kick my ass within 5 seconds. But there's a couple of games where I was just mowing down people, and we got like top 3 or 4 or something like that. Go what were you saying?
No, I was gonna ask. So in Fallout, it's to like switch weapons and that you have to like kind of go into the inventory and switch.
There is a spin wheel now.
Oh, okay.
So if you press up on your dial of the D-pad, or whatever, it'll give you like an option to just switch it.
Okay, so they kind of changed it a little bit to
Thank
fit
God,
for
yes.
I was wondering about that.
They do that in the regular game too. So, if you don't know anything about this game, it launched horribly. Yeah. It was very, very. It was bad, like very bad. Yeah. Like they should have pushed it back, or at least tested it.
Yeah, for like it just wouldn't run for some people, and I heard stories about it crashing people's like
computers
systems and
stuff.
That.
Yeah, which is nuts. It was a really bad game, but it's been about eight months since the release. It released in November, so yeah, 7-8 months, and they've had a lot of updates on it. They've been trying to make it better, and it runs very smoothly. I think once when I was playing the regular mode, there was like a moment where like there was just this guy like wandering around like one of the NPCs zombie things, whatever they're called. That's another thing. They don't have NPCs in it.
Oh, at all?
At all. Huh. They announced last week, and I didn't, or yeah, last week, so I didn't talk about this, but they have in the conference of Bethesda's, they're like, "Ooh, we're introducing NPCs in the future," and it's like, well, why didn't you initially have that to begin with? But I'm not. It's not my place to be like, "Oh, you should have." I don't know. I'm just exploring this now.
Is it just like pieces of paper on the wall or something?
Holotapes and stuff like that. Have you ever played Fallout before?
Fallout 4?
4?
The one, it's on PS4.
Yeah. 4.
Yes. Yeah, I played that one.
I like that one.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate it, which I'm like...
I didn't get far enough in to really have an opinion, but what I have played, that's another one. It's like, I started playing it and then something else came out. I think Spider-Man came out or something.
Yeah.
Because I bought it way late. Like, I definitely didn't buy it when it launched. But yeah, like, from what I played so far, it's fun. It's definitely... It's kind of like Skyrim, where there's a ton to do, and I'm afraid I'm going to miss stuff, so I end up doing like every little thing.
I love the world, like, because I played Fallout 3, and I absolutely love that game. Yeah. That's like on par with Skyrim, which a lot of people say New Vegas is their favorite.
I've heard that too.
Just, I could never get into New Vegas for some reason, but I think that was because I was like, oh, it's like, because it was practically Fallout 3 copy and paste. Everything was the same kind of thing.
Just different story or something.
Yeah. But they now started having NPCs, which is like, you should have had that initially to begin with, and then they've been just updating it and making it way better. Which it again, like I said, it's been running smoothly. I like the world; it's nice. It's it's enjoyable. And again, you have to find these little tapes and you have to listen to them because like you're practically just a lone wanderer.
Right.
But a couple things. So like they have like these zombie things that run after you and like hit you and whatnot, they bitch slap you. Now for some reason they can shoot you.
Oh really?
They have guns sometimes.
Because why not?
They're just shooting at you. I'm like, how? They're like mindless zombies and they have weapons now. So that's weird. Second off, you have to like drink water and eat food, and I don't like that shit.
That isn't. It's more of like a survival aspect.
Yeah, and like they didn't have that in 4, to my knowledge, or if I remembered correctly. You don't have to do that.
No, yeah, I think it helped with like radiation and stuff.
Yeah, with radiation
and health,
and that's still there. But then they're like, "Oh, you've just been running a while. You're thirsty. Time to drink some water. And if not, then your AP from running is lowered." And it's like I hate that shit.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I don't want to go collect water and boil it. That's not fun.
Yeah.
So far, it's not too bad. In the Battle Royale, I think I said this, but like it works. It's weird how much it works, and it's smooth. And they were like, oh, it's like a pre-beta. And then after this week, they were like, oh, it's staying. So I think they're going to, keep it.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously, like, I think you said last night how it's like, wasn't Fallout 76 number 4 on Twitch? Something
8.
like that?
I think it was number 8. Yeah, and what was the other game we were talking about? Elder Scrolls. That was number 45, something like that.
Not a lot of people, like, I don't know a lot of people watch it, let Twitch streamers play it that often, but
yeah,
it's fun. It's fine. I think it's more one of those games I'd rather play than watch someone else play.
Yeah, I just know Twitch is usually kind of like a starting point to see popularity of a game.
Yep.
Because you can look at how many people are watching and how many people are playing, and then kind of determine it from there. So yeah, when it's in like the top 10, it's
good.
Yeah.
So 76 is kind of getting back up, which is good because the reason why I bought it, I didn't know if I talked about this, but so like Best Buy and like GameStop, it's like $40 to $60 still. I got the $80 version for $20.
Oh, nice.
At Walmart. So Walmart, it was either $17 for the original or $20 for like the collector's edition, and it was like, might as well do the collector's edition. Why are they selling it so cheap? I don't know. It was on their so I went to the store and it was $50 in store, and then like, oh well, if you're doing it on the app, because that's what I was looking at, they're like, oh, it's probably sold by someone else, but on it said it was sold by Walmart.
Oh, so
Walmart was selling it for cheap, but for some reason online only. So I bought it on the app and I had to go pick it up, which was like 2 days later. So
that's not. Yeah, I might have to start checking.
Yeah, I would double check because like Walmart, for some reason, they have cheap ass games and they just do it randomly on exclusively their website.
Yeah.
So if there's ever a game I'm interested in, I'll check like daily. Like I'll like Google Fallout 76 PS4 and it'll show you all the options, like the cheapest options at least. So
interesting.
because I wanted to try it after. They're like, oh, all the stuff's gonna be free DLC, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Even when the guy, I think I talked about this last week, but like when they were doing the conference, he's like, fuck yeah, we're bringing Battle Royale.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, oh,
really
cringy ass nerd.
Yeah. Everything's got Battle Royale now.
Yeah. I think there was something else. Have you ever played Doom? Like the new Doom?
The new one?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I played like the old classic, but I doubt it's anything similar.
So they came out with, was it 2016 when they revamped Doom?
16 or 17, yeah.
Something like that. But it was very well received. I had it for a week, and then my friend Paulo, I let him borrow it, and I haven't seen it since. So, and I was like...
hand it back now, on air.
Yeah, exactly. But they're coming out with the second Doom, which looks interesting, and that's going to come on the Switch as well as everything else. So
yeah, I'm wondering...
If a Switch gets any port or like any of those titles, then I'm like, it must be decent then. Because the Switch is getting a lot, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because Nintendo before the Switch didn't allow really anything that wasn't theirs on any of their consoles. Like if someone made a Wii port or something ported to the Wii, it's like they would have a hissy fit in that.
Yeah, like any of the Call of Duties they tried doing on the Wii, which were just terrible.
Yeah,
I don't know why they even attempted to do that.
But yeah, and then the Switch comes out and they're like, if you have a game, we'll put it on the Switch. It's like free for all.
Exactly.
I think it's I don't know. I don't remember. I think it started with like Minecraft or something, and that kind of just opened the floodgates to all these third parties.
Yeah, which is fascinating. Which is good. Which is what Nintendo needs. That's what you need to strive in this business of sorts.
Yeah, I think once they realized that they're the only name in portable gaming, they kind of just went with it then. Because Microsoft, they're not trying anything. PlayStation had the Vita. I don't think they're selling that anymore.
No,
or at least not making anything for it.
The same people that own a Wii U own a Vita. So
yeah, exactly.
Which not me, because I don't want either anymore. But
I had the original PSP.
I like the PSP.
It was very fun. It had its major flaws, but it was very fun. Like
it was very limited.
Mine did this thing. And I've read about it at other places. I know it wasn't just something with mine. Yeah. I don't know if it was a firmware thing or a hardware thing or what, but it would just shoot the game out the top because it had those little discs.
Yeah, and you had to like clip it in or like kind of like a VH. Oh,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, so you pop off. If you don't know what the PSP is, it's like there's a little switch on the top. You pop it off, and the back center like kind of folds out.
Yeah,
and you take this little like cartridge. It's like a little mini disc, but inside a plastic cartridge. You stick that whole thing in there, and then pop it in, and when the game was in there, if you flick that tab or whatever, it would pop out with such force that the game would fly out sometimes. And like mine, I'd be playing the game and it would just pop out and the game would go flying out the top. And I'd be like, all right. So
can you still be playing or no?
Yeah, that was the cool thing with the PSP. You could take the game out as long as you didn't close the application. You could still play the game.
That's weird.
Yeah, and it was some games you couldn't go back to like I think Midnight Club 3 or whatever whatever game was out at that time. That one, if you started a race, then you could take the game out and continue playing. But once the race ended, or if you went back to the menu, then it freaked out and froze.
I'm trying to think which games I had. I think I rented Battlefront 2.
I still have Battlefront 2 for it.
Really?
Yeah, I have to keep it plugged in, otherwise the battery is pretty much dead. Yeah. But yeah, I still have it. I have in the little neoprene case for my PSP, I have a napkin with the Battlefront 2 cheats written on it in like marker. It's just stuffed in there.
With a bunch of penises written on it.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Anywho. But yeah.
I think that's why the Switch, or that's why Nintendo started opening it up, because they're like, no one else is making portable. And people play games on their phones, but not these kind of games. Like the games they play on their phones.
Mobile gaming is, I don't know if we talked about this, but I feel like that's kind of like, it's out there, man. Because obviously everyone owns a phone.
Yeah.
So mobile gaming in general, it's just...
Yeah, I don't know the numbers, but mobile game is way up there. Yeah, it's because when you like talk about mobile gaming, it's like a lot of people think like they're playing there's
Candy Crush or whatever it is.
Like there's those just like Facebook style games that that's what I like to attribute them to. And which is true, but then there's also like other like newer games, like Nintendo's releasing Mario games, and there's Pokemon games like for the phone and that. So it's like they're getting more and more actual games, and even with like Candy Crush and like the Tetris style games and stuff like that, there's all these microtransactions that people just like lay into, and like that's what makes them money, because you can download these games for free and like Angry Birds and stuff.
But
but you have like a limited thing, and people get like addicted to them, and they're like, oh, I can't play another level unless I wait 45 minutes or I pay $5. And it's like that, and that's what they'll do.
Well, the funny thing about that, we're gonna go into like a YouTube rant here with that, but so a lot of YouTubers will get sponsorships from like was it Squarespace and stuff like that, like just like websites, in general, sponsorships. I heard what?
Fuck Squarespace.
You don't like Squarespace?
the only reason I don't like it is because I'm a web designer, so it's like
it's cheating.
Yeah. So it's like when people use Squarespace, I'm like, cool.
That's your job.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll go apply to a different job. Yeah, right. Squarespace itself, great platform.
Yeah, we're never getting sponsored by.
Oh God, no.
So hopefully, sponsor us someday. Squarespace.
That being said, I definitely do recommend stuff like that because like when I started, I didn't use Squarespace. I used something else.
It's a good jumping spot.
Oh yeah, and especially.
And I had no idea how much it costs by any means.
Yeah, if all you want. And this is by no means a sponsorship for Squarespace, because there's other companies like it. But if you just want to make your own little blog or something like that, just do that. Don't hire someone to do it because and I know this because I'm the person that you would hire. It's going to cause more frustration if you hire someone else because they're going to try and make it like super fancy and all that. And it's like they're going to be like, oh, you want these features and these features, and then they're going to bill you like $6,000 for a website when you're like. I just wanted to post pictures, man. Like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted a portfolio or a blog.
And that's the thing with and that's where I was kind of going with it. It's just like YouTubers get these sponsorships from all these companies like Squarespace, but I heard mobile games are the worst of all things
to get sponsorships for. Or?
No, just sponsorships in general. Because like I know a lot of creators similar to like Gus Johnson. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I've heard the name, but I have no idea.
He's kind of up and coming. I love him and everything he does. What's my kind of
YouTuber. Or?
He's a YouTuber. He does comedy sketches and stuff like that. But he'll have sponsorships, and he can just like make up his own thing and mess around, and just do what he wants, and he still gets paid, and they're okay with that. A lot of like sponsors are okay with whatever they do. So apparently, with like mobile gaming, you have to stay to your script. You have to do this. There's so many guidelines for what you have to do, and apparently they're a bunch of dicks when it comes to just sponsorships in general. So it's fascinating to see all these mobile games and whatnot and these ads, but they're all apparently the worst, and they probably make a shit ton of money from all these microtransactions.
Oh,
in my opinion. So
especially because there aren't like there's a ton of companies, but all these big mobile games are all made from like the same handful of companies. It's like like one company out, like I know King is one. They're the ones that did like Candy Crush and that. But like all these other companies, they'll find someone that makes, that can make mobile games and just be like, hey, we'll buy this one from you and this one from you and this one from you, and then just group them all under their own name. Or they'll just like hire a dozen or two people and say like, make these many games in the next 6 months. We don't care what they are basically, and then just put them on Apple and Google, and people go crazy for them.
Yeah, it's just weird in general with the YouTube world. I know we talked about like copyright, because even if I sang a song, even like if I hummed a song,
hamed
if I hamed a song for like 5 seconds, we'll get copy striked for that.
It's and
that's not right. And go on.
No, I was just gonna say it's because the last few years, like YouTube implemented a lot more bots than themselves monitoring, which it makes sense because it's such a massive company, and like Facebook and Twitter, like they all do it too. But the problem with it is a bot will just recognize like a song, and it'll, depending on what song it is, depending on who owns the song, like what studio, they'll either cut the entire audio from that video, and then they'll just send you an email, be like, hey, if you do this 2 more times, we're closing your account. Or they'll block it in certain countries like Germany or something. It's just like, it's super annoying because it's like I'm not making any money off of this. It's like I used like half or 30 seconds of the song. It's like, I'm just doing this for myself or like for my friends, and I just needed YouTube to send them the video because I don't want to email them a 2 gigabyte video.
Exactly. And that is the frustrating thing, because like we're just a small, little channel here. And that's the thing, is that they will go after smaller channels, not like as small as numbers we have, but like, maybe in the 10,000 to 100,000 area. Like not like millions by any means, or like 500 plus thousand, but they'll go after them, and like they'll just cut the revenue because it's easy for them, and it's so easy to cut so many like smaller YouTubers because of that.
Because they can't fight back.
Exactly, and that's messed up in my opinion, because it's not. It is an issue with how the system is set up, but it's even worse that, like, you know, if I wanted to, I can go to any big YouTuber, any YouTuber for that matter, and be like, well, I'm gonna copy, like, I'm gonna strike this because I want to, and I think I might claim that this is something that I already did, and they lose all the money, the creator themselves, and it's just,
regardless of if it's real or not.
I don't like that.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. So like, if we had a bunch of people like. If we were making money off this, basically, is what I'm getting at.
Hello.
Yeah. If we posted a video and we got 50,000 views like right away, and then it went up to 500,000. If someone like claimed that we stole something for that, we would lose all of that. And then if we fought it and proved that we didn't steal anything, we would start, you know, making money again, but we would lose out on all that
time frame. Exactly. When you're arguing it, and it's just. Because that's stupid.
Yeah, we would essentially have to take it down and repost it to get a fresh audience. But it's like, people have already seen it, so you're going to get less views on that. Yeah. So it's like, you don't just lose the money that you lost by them claiming it. You lose all like the potential revenue from it.
Exactly. And it's even in a lot of cases, like you said, like no one gets money from it. Yeah. You know, just the ad, you know, it runs.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Which is nice when I see YouTubers and even like social influencers get sponsorships because they get paid directly. They don't have to depend on stupid YouTube's algorithm and whatnot. They're not listening to this.
No.
But it's just, you know,
they are now.
Now they are. If I say YouTube, they're going to listen to it. We'll put a tag for YouTube.
Just play like 15 seconds of Toto, and
we'll get their attention. That's funny. We should test that. Actually, no, we're not going to test that because I watched this guy, Eric, Internet Comment Etiquette. He did a whole like copyright video where he just played a bunch of songs. Like, I'm just going to play Ariana Grande's song and stuff like that. And it got strike down so quickly.
Oh, yeah. I imagine.
Which I wish it was up still, but he had to take it down, obviously.
No, yeah, and like what I was saying with the bots, it doesn't matter who you are anymore, because I've posted videos on like my personal channel, just like what I was saying, only to share it with other people, like 2 other people, just because like I made this video, it's like I wanted to send it to them, so I put it on YouTube because it's easy access for everyone knows how to use it, and I'll put it in private or like unlisted, so the public is never going to see it, but it had music in it, so it got cut. And it's like the audio completely cut, so I'm like, well, now I have to go to Google Drive and like waste my storage space on it.
And it's just frustrating because like they are the go-to, obviously, for sharing any like video of any sort. I feel like you can go to like Facebook video, but that's different.
Facebook video sucks because you upload something to there, and they convert it down to their like quality and their like format.
Yeah, and I just kind of wish there were more platforms or like ways of sharing stuff. Than just
it's like it has
centralized.
You can use like Vimeo on that, but Vimeo's like YouTube is free. It's just you sign up for a Gmail account or Google account, whatever, and you upload however much you want. Like, I don't believe that there might be daily limits for like new users or something, but essentially you can just upload like a 2-hour video every single day the rest of your life and you're fine. Vimeo, it's like you have like a weekly upload limit unless you pay to use their program. And it's like, I'm not going to do that.
Unless we could do Vine.
Bring Vine back?
Yeah. I think they're going to. They're talking about bringing Vine to.
I know there's something, what is it, TikTok? Yeah. And I honestly, because I don't use that. I barely used Vine.
They're cringy.
Yeah, I barely used Vine when it was around.
Yeah.
But I assumed that was just the successor to it.
Yeah. It was. I don't know if it's the same company though. But I do know like a year ago they're like, oh, Vine 2, we're bringing another one. But I haven't heard anything about it. I don't know if they're ever going to do anything about it. But
no idea.
We'll see. But which is with the algorithm in general. I am glad that there are like bigger, not like the big boys of YouTube, but like bigger YouTubers in general who have like Patreons and stuff like that, where they can make some revenue off it. Because obviously a lot of people are trying to do this as like their everyday job.
Yeah.
But some are luckier than others, I guess.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings about YouTubers and Patreon. Like if you're using that as your income and then you're turning around and making videos for the people paying, absolutely, that's fine, because that's normal. That's how it should be done. Because essentially, it's those people paying for your videos, which more or less.
If they're getting exclusive content,
that's even better.
Then I get that.
Yeah.
Or like there's some people that do shout outs and do like I know a guy named Nicky Jakey. He does like these raps, and at the end he'll shout out all the people who are part of his Patreon, which is
and it's like
stuff's cool.
Like I don't pay any Patreons or anything like that, but this one YouTuber I follow, his name's Cobus. He's a drummer. He does a bunch of drum videos, obviously, and he only makes videos probably once every month or every 2 months, so it's not super common. But when he does, like, he does a drum cover, he'll like write out every one of his Patreon or patrons' names on like a piece of paper and stick it on a wall behind him, so their name's in the video the entire time.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like stuff like that's kind of cool. But there are YouTubers out there that they'll like complain about not having money, but have a Patreon, and then go and spend that money on like cars. Like there's this one guy, I don't remember his name, but because it's like I don't really follow him. I just every once in a while he pops up on the radar.
Yeah,
and it's like he owns like 3 like classic cars, but his channel's like super tiny. But it's because he has that Patreon. Like, I don't think that's right, because he's a gaming channel. He's not a car channel. So it's like,
I'm trying to think who it is.
I'll have to look him up after, because it's.
Well, if we find him,
yeah,
his link's right here. Go to his channel.
No, but yeah, it's like because before that I thought he was, he sounded like a pretty cool dude, or he was pretty chill. But then I found out he was like complaining, but he's like, oh, I can't move to this city because I don't have any money or whatever. And he's got a Patreon, but then he's like, and he's like, oh, I just bought another 1976 Chrysler or Toyota something.
Even with like ads, like they make pretty good money off the ads, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah,
they probably make more than what I make in my job.
Oh yeah, like
on one ad.
Yeah, and it totally depends on how many views you get, because there's there's this, it's CPM, it's cost per 1,000 click or views, and it's like for every, I don't know what, because it's different for everyone, but it's like, let's just say you get 25 cents per 1,000 views. If you get like a 1.5 million view video, it's like
you're golden.
Yeah, and that's just one video, one day. If you do that, 8 times a month, be eating
all the French fries.
Pretty good.
Well, I know, again, depending on your audience too, even for example, I know PewDiePie obviously has like 90 million, almost 100 million, which is crazy. But whenever he does an ad, for example, I know even smaller YouTubers that get this amount, but every ad he gets is about $20,000 to $100,000 for one ad.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
That's nuts. To me, that's crazy. But I know a lot of YouTubers that get about that much, so they throw in their ad, whatever, get their money, and then
I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but if you think about how many, because they're entertainers at the end of the day, they're they're not necessarily gamers or YouTubers. It's like, because YouTube is such a massive platform now, it's changed so much in the last 5 years that it's its own company and it's its own platform. Like, there's YouTube TV now. And YouTube,
not that good.
Is it still called YouTube Red, or is
YouTube Red is they still have that.
Yeah, and it's like they have their own movies. It's like they're essentially a production studio.
Yeah,
it's like, so these people are in the same vein as like Hollywood actors. Just scaled down to internet versus Hollywood. So it's like, Hollywood, like Robert Downey Jr. or something. He's in a movie, makes $20 million or whatever it is. It's like that's kind of the same field, just YouTube. I do think it's ridiculous. It's like sometimes how like they can get that many videos like a week or a month and get paid that much for each one. Yeah. It's like at some point it's a little crazy.
Like if they pop out like 3 or 4 videos a week and they get at least 3 to 4 million, that's nuts.
And a lot of them, I don't know if they necessarily are that talented. It's like it's more along the lines that they were in YouTube early and they got that
a lot of them are Vine stars. Like Jake
Paul. I hate
Logan. I hate Jake Paul. We can go on a rant about Jake Paul forever. Like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, David Dobrik. We watch David Dobrik.
I don't know who that is.
He used to be a Viner. Okay. Hangs around like Josh Peck and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Josh Peck's always in his Vine or his videos. Huh. But he makes a ton of money. He gets a lot of sponsors from SeatGeek, and then he'll go take that money from SeatGeek, which is about $20,000 to $30,000, and then he goes and like buys his friends' cars or stupid shit like that. I don't think a lot of these people though that we watch, I'm like, I don't think I could be friends with them.
No,
they're like some YouTubers are down to earth and probably really cool in real life, but there are a ton of them that I could never go near you.
No, like
ever in my life.
Yeah, like some of the smaller channels I do follow, I could definitely see them being pretty cool because it's especially when you think like my parents or like even my sister or like some other people I know would have no clue who these people are because they're not community, their audience, I guess, is so like with the guy I was talking about, Kobus earlier, the drummer. It's like if you don't watch drum videos or like drum covers, you're gonna have no clue who that guy is. But anyone in that like group will know. So it's like it's very, very, very specific. And that's those people I think would be rather cool because if they were just out on town and you recognize them, they'd probably be just as surprised that you recognize them as you are to see them.
Exactly. So. It's interesting, the world of YouTube, and we're not going to go too far in it because I could talk about it for a while. But there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad.
A lot of bad.
Yeah. So, but we just started in this, and so hello, which is funny.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, YouTube is still a company. They're still a business, or Google is still a business. They need to make money, but some of the practices I think are a little shady.
There's a better way of fixing the system, and I feel like it's a flawed system.
Yeah.
But
especially because. Who was it? PewDiePie, was it last year, 2 years ago? He got in a lot of trouble for a couple different things.
Yes.
And then YouTube just kind of swept it under the like they're like, oh, you shouldn't do that, and a lot of his sponsorships pulled out. But YouTube was still like, you're fine.
Well, that's the thing though. They were more harsh on him than Logan. Logan's
the guy with the
Suicide
Where was
Force.
it? Yeah.
Yes. Which
that was bad.
He still got he had a YouTube Red series, which still got released. PewDiePie had a YouTube Red series, which was going to come back for a second season, which they did film, but obviously they cut it. They cut a lot of ties with him, and they still don't really invite him to anything.
Which one happened first?
PewDiePie.
Oh, okay.
When he said that word.
That doesn't. Yeah.
I don't know who he is as a person. Like personally, he can have his views, whatever.
It's very loud.
But who? PewDiePie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like PewDiePie, even if like he's dumb. He's more tolerable than like Logan Paul. I could never watch Logan Paul shit, but Logan Paul, that's the thing though. He had a video where he put a dead body and put it on the thumbnail too.
Yep.
And like multiple people saw that. He edited it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he had so many.
No mistake.
Yeah, that's like you're stupid. And yet he had a slap on the wrist. YouTube took away his ad revenue, and then they
gave it back.
Quietly gave it back, and then he was like 2 months he had off where he didn't do anything, and then he came back, and now he's doing podcasts because he's like, it's the thing right now.
Yep.
Even though we're doing a podcast.
No, we're not.
No, what? Well, I like podcasts in general. They are kind of like coming. I feel like podcasts are more common. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now they are.
Yeah. Because like.
Everybody's all about them.
Yeah.
Which is why.
Yeah. A few years ago, there were definitely a lot of podcasts, but it was more. It was kind of like if you have a radio show already, then you're kind of making a podcast, and then more and more like YouTubers and internet people,
personalities.
Yeah, they started making them, and now podcasts are bigger now because there are actual like celebrity, like Joe Rogan has a podcast, and I don't necessarily like Joe Rogan, but he's got a very popular podcast.
Yeah.
Like there's a ton of other like celebrities that have started theirs, and they might not be super popular, but it's like they still have them, so they know it's like it's a thing.
It's a thing. It's growing in popularity.
Yeah, which
obviously we're okay with. So
I'm not gonna complain about that part.
Yeah. But with that being said, I feel like we're going to do some different videos. We have some ideas coming in the future for the people that listen to this, but we have some ideas. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to see if you wanted me to mention.
Oh yeah, and we have a video coming out this week.
Yeah. So I think last week we mentioned Resident Evil. We tried that. we did a gameplay video on that, and it didn't really go like it didn't work too well. It's just because it was, which Resident Evil is it?
It's the first one, the remake.
Yeah. So
it's not that exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun game to play by yourself or with other people.
But it's a single player. It's not.
Yeah, it's very hard to find commentary for it. But I spent a good few hours cutting that down. We recorded for I think it was 45 minutes to an hour, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I cut it down to about 6.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I personally I like how it turned out. It's definitely like if you're watching it to see Resident Evil gameplay, you're probably not gonna like it because I had to
go to Twitch.
Yeah. Like
look up gameplay.
It's definitely not focused around that because I took the recording and took out all like basically the cohesive gameplay because there's a lot of like doors and hallways and stuff. So if you had to sit there and watch us walk down the hall, turn into a door, walk down another hall, you would have turned it off within 30 seconds.
That's the route we're kind of going. You know, we want to have our Let's Play videos, but we also want to have our own unique videos because everyone can do Let's Play.
But yeah, this one, I'm hoping it goes up Monday. So tomorrow is the day of recording. The podcast will probably come out after the Resident Evil comes out. So if you do watch that, let us know how you like it.
Yeah.
If you haven't, go watch it.
We have some ideas for some skits.
Yeah.
I have some weird ideas. We're going to see how that goes. But yeah, just know that there's some more content coming besides just podcasts and Cuphead.
Yeah.
Granted, we love Cuphead, and we enjoy playing Cuphead together. And I like the podcast. So the podcast will continue. But we want to do some more stuff and branch out our weird creativity levels of sorts.
Yeah, and we're thinking about doing some more one-off videos.
Yeah.
Where not necessarily series of games. We'll pick a game, play it, see how it goes.
Yeah, and I'll probably throw some Twitter polls of what people think we should play.
Yeah.
Maybe some ideas.
So
hopeful features, right?
Yeah.
So just expect more content. Little diverse content. Hope you'll like it at least.
Yeah.
As long as, you're having fun, we're having fun. That's all we're here for, is just to have a good old sexual time.
If you're listening to this, if you've made it this far,
yes.
let us know if there's anything we can do, or if you like or dislike something.
Yeah. If you don't want me making fun about me, if you think I should work on my English, let me know, Bundy. I know you're listening to this far in. But yeah, just let us know if we want you to improve on this or that.
Yeah.
We're open to opinions.
we don't want to make a video that nobody watches. And
exactly.
Then,
we're trying to make this interesting.
Yeah.
Granted, there's like 1,000 different YouTube and 1,000 different podcasts, or YouTube Let's Plays and whatnot, and podcasts.
Yeah.
We want to be a little bit different, so we're gonna spice it up soon. Yeah. We're gonna do some fun stuff.
Yeah. We're trying to make it a little more unique because we don't want to just fall into the same trap of everyone else.
We'll do a podcast while driving.
Oh, that could work.
That'd be interesting, actually. Podcast while playing paintball.
I was going to say, we need a lot of batteries for everything.
Just us in a car. It just sounds like you're talking to someone on like the car speaker. You know what I mean?
Microphone, yeah.
I hate those. I talked to Talia about this the other day. I hate when people call me on those because all I can hear is just the wind.
The wind, yeah.
And then just like I can hear the echo, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
It's not ideal, but my car has one built in. Like,
really?
Yeah, so my last car didn't have one, so I had one of just a Bluetooth speaker that I would clip up above me, and I would use that. But my new car has one. Obviously, I have no idea how it sounds on the other end, but on my end, it sounds great.
It sounds great.
So I'm like, I'll just like, stick my phone up there or whatever. I'll just be driving, I'll get a call, and I'll answer it, and it's like some important call, and I'm like, hope you don't mind. I'll roll up the window quick.
Yep. So, perfect. Anything else for this week? What we doing next week?
No idea.
No idea.
I mean,
cool.
we didn't have a plan for this week, and it went out.
Yeah, we got an hour, almost an hour in.
Yeah.
About.
So see how next week goes.
Yeah. So we'll be back next week. I don't think anything is coming out this week. Oh wait, I'm gonna see Toy Story 4 this week.
Does that come out?
Yeah, it comes out this week. Comes out on my birthday. My birthday is Thursday. So
happy birthday.
Thank you. So
I've heard it's good.
I've heard it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes still.
Yeah. Didn't the last one also? Toy Story 3?
100%?
Or close to it. I definitely know it was rated
96, 7, something stupid high, which it deserved because Toy Story 3 is great.
Yeah. So if this one's as good or better.
I've been in that boat where I'm like, I don't necessarily need this film, and I'm worried, but I've heard that a lot of people who had the same mindset absolutely loved it. So nice. We'll talk about that next week, and then see what else comes up. But yeah, expect another video this week. Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We have Cuphead. Cuphead's caught up, so
yeah. We're done with the Cuphead videos that we've recorded.
Yeah, we'll see if we go back into it. We might finish it later.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, we should probably take a break from that.
Yeah, getting flustered.
Yeah.
Enjoy our new Let's Play, which we won't say what it is because you probably don't know what it is, but we'll see.
I don't even think I know what it is.
I don't know what it is either. We just found it, so again, expect weird gameplay and weird content from us. So
yeah.
But yeah, thanks for listening. My name's Justin.
I'm Gavin.
See ya.